Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. My name is John. If this is your first time here, please kindly use the subscribe button so that when next we release a video, you will be notified. Today we'll be looking into some facts. It is very necessary we look into this fact. We live in a world today where camera presence is money. We live in a world today where content writing is a big skill and it's money. I understand that it is not everybody who have the confidence to fix camera. It requires a high level of confidence to sit before your camera and create a content. But then, even if you can't have a face video, you can have a faceless video. Faceless video is just having a template around your camera and you talk at the background. So that saves you a lot of phobia for camera and a lot of stress. But then, if you can't do face or faceless videos, you can as well decide to be a blogger, write a blog post, put your writing, get your pen, get your handwriting, start writing articles, have a blog, start impacting lives. There are so many people searching for solution in your niche that needs to be blessed, that needs to be impacted. So many people have passion today and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to monetize their passion. I have said it over and over again that monetizing a skill, passion, expertise, knowledge simply requires creating a business model around your skills, passion, knowledge, or expertise. What is a business model? A business model simply connects the value you render to your audience and they get to pay you for the value that you've given out. That's a business model. That's what a business model is, and you need to understand that fact. You need to really get it and let it sink into your head. We live in a world today where a lot of people are chasing skills. They just want to get these skills. They just want to get these skills. The reason why they are chasing these skills is to get rich or make so much money in life or become wealthy. But after getting the skill, after acquiring the skills, so many people still don't get wealthy. Now the question is, they are tired, they are frustrated. The question they're asking themselves is, how do I proceed from here? What do I do? What other source of income do I get into? But then I can understand that it is not everybody who can go into monetization of their skills. Some people are just okay with their skills. And that is why a lot of people can decide to, oh, I'd rather be this and not kill myself or have myself stressed out with the business of the skill. So let me just be the skill. Let me just carry on with the skill. So the owners of Uber probably have no car. Let me just cite this. The owners of Uber, they don't have cars. When I mean cars, they don't have cars that they use for commercial purpose. They understand the business of driving. So they created a platform where people can come and register their cars and use it for commercial purpose. So they've been able to create a business model for drivers for the value that drivers are giving out. So the driver goes out to drive the cars, take the passenger with his own car, and Uber shares commission with them, and they make so much money. Uber makes so much money. The same thing applies to other car companies. So in a nutshell, these guys aren't pro. They don't have the skills of driving or for commercial purpose, but they understand the business of driving. They know the business of driving. Same applies to Fiverr. I know a lot of you know Fiverr. The owners of Fiverr simply created a platform. They understand monetization. They understand skills. They created a platform, have a structure around it, and have people come to register, skilled people with so many potentials. They register on Fiverr. And what Fiverr does is that Fiverr gets commission for every job these skilled workers or 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 expertise or experts carry out. Whatever value they give to people, Fiverr makes money from it. So who understand the business model, who knows the monetization? The owners of Fiverr, not the not the people who, not the experts who deliver the value to the client. So that's what they do. I can go on and on. There's a comedian or a Nigerian comedian. The guy isn't funny. His name is AY. He's not funny. He doesn't make people laugh. His jokes are dry. But frank be told, AY understands the business. He understands the business of comedy. So what did he do? AY created a brand. He created a business because he understands the business of comedy. He created a business and get all the comedians, most of the comedians, under his business name, under his brand name. Sponsor these comedians outside the country to any part of the world for them to perform. AY Live host these comedians, make them crack joke, crack people up, and he makes so much money. He might be in stipends, but the multiple effect is what matters. AY today is the second richest comedian or second wealthiest comedian in Nigeria. I tell people, you don't have to be a fashion designer to make money from fashion. I can just, I might just be your client as a fashion designer. I just made a nice native or nice dress. And I stepped out and someone else tells me, I love your shirt. I love your outfit. I like your outfit. If it's someone who understands monetization, what what I would do is that I'll say, oh wow, thank you. I made it. I have a brand or I have a company. I'll tell the individual that I have a company. What this company does is we make clothes for people. I could print a card, give it to that individual. I'll tell him I have a company. So get whatever service he wants me to render for him. Give it to my designer. Ask him, find out the details, how much he charges, overcharge the client as long as I deliver the value to him. Tell the guy this is the deadline. Tell your fashion designer this is the deadline. Take the fashion, take the design, take it to the client. The client gets happy and you have your commission. So over a period of time, the client is referring you as a CEO of a fashion outfit. And you're making so much money from it. You can even set up an outfit. You will tell them this is your outfit, this is your showroom or anything, or this is where you people receive clients. Have a receptionist. You've been able to create a business model for yourself. Create a perfect business model for yourself. You've monetized your skills. That is what it means. The triangle of value creation doesn't have regard for anybody. It doesn't have regard for anybody. You don't have to be a medical doctor to understand the business of medicine. Get that and understand that. There are doctors who understand the business of medicine and they are doing extremely well. They are so wealthy because they understand the business of medicine. There are lawyers who understand the business of law and they are doing extremely well. They are so wealthy because they understand the business of law. What are you doing with your knowledge? What are you doing with your skills? What are you doing with your expertise? How well have you built it? Those little value that you give out, how well have you built it? What are you doing with it? What triggers you? Do you wake up in the morning and think of who else do I add value to his life? And how much do I charge for this value? I just gave you so many examples of people who make so much money from anything, from just anything. There are people who are not medical doctors, but they understand the basics, some basics of health. So they just give little health tips on YouTube. Just basic health tips. And they are richer than medical doctors. They are richer than some medical doctors. Let me not say medical doctors. They are richer than some medical doctors. These folks earn up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 pounds on monthly basis. Some even earn up to $10,000 answering basic health tips. Mark Zuckerberg understands the business of software. He's not just a software designer. He's not just a software engineer. He understands the business of software engineering. What do you understand? What is that thing that triggers you? The value you give out on daily basis, how well are you equating it? When I was in Nigerian, I was in the eastern part of Nigeria, and I went for a survey in the eastern part of Nigeria at some point. So I was in Onitsha precisely. So in this part of Onitsha, there are majority of 80% or 90% of the men were business owners. They all go for their various businesses. But I observed one thing, that their wives are always home or always around. Their husbands ask their wives not to get themselves engaged in one thing or the other. So they're just full-time as well. These women are bored, so they are searching for what will keep them busy. So they will just want to stay on social media. So what these women do is that they just search for someone who has an idea on how to create Facebook account. So they come to you and tell you, please, can you help me create a Facebook account? Can you help me create a Facebook account? So there's this particular guy who repairs phones, sells accessories. So they always go to him. So I discovered that this guy was charging them 200 naira just to create a Facebook account for this. And they were gladly paying him. The young man has created a business for that value that he's giving out. He is not doing it free. So he was just creating it for these women. And these women were glad. They were going home. I'll follow that's why. If that's something that will keep them busy. This boy makes more than someone who has a 9-to-5 job every day. That's understanding monetization. What do you understand? What do you know about monetization? Which is more important? Understanding, having a skill, or knowing the skill of knowing the business of a skill, having a skill or knowing the business of a skill. When you have both, when you have a skill and know the business of a skill, you will fly. When you can have a skill and not know the business of the skill, and you can just be there for many years, you will just be there. You'll be getting paid, you'll be getting paid, but you are not really getting the beauty of what you want to. If your aim of acquiring that skill is to be wealthy. Bill Gates knows the business. Bill Gates knows the business in healthcare. That was why he wanted to invest in vaccines. Bill Gates is not a medical doctor. Bill Gates is not a practitioner. He doesn't belong to that class. Bill Gates is into IT, but Bill Gates is a businessman. Bill Gates understands and he already knows the profit that he's going to make from vaccines. And Bill Gates was willing to make vaccine. He's just a smart businessman. He's just a smart businessman. So he understands the business of medicine, of health. And he made a point. He said there are many pandemics to come and he's willing to invest. I know there was conspiracy theories around him then. People were saying all manner of things. But if you truly understand what monetization is all about, what went through your mind then with those conspiracy theories, you won't even think about it. You won't even think about it. So start thinking. Start thinking. Those value you're giving out, is it free? Even if you are a story, even if all you do is just to tell stories, do you give it out to people free? People monetize storytelling. Even if it's just laughing, do you dish it out free? People monetize their smile these days. Beauty, people monetize beauty. I'm not talking about prostitute. I'm talking about people monetize beauty. Just staying before their camera and just smiling, just doing manner, they just make so much money from it. I tell people that beauty is underrated. Beauty is underrated by so many people. The likes of Kim Kardashian make so much money from her beauty. You may not agree with this, but there are so many wealthy, beautiful women than there are so many intelligent women. That's not a discussion for today. But that's one thing I want you to know. Beauty is underrated by so many people. It is only those who knows the value of their beauty that monetize it. I am not talking about prostitution. I am talking about re-monetization. These folks are just using their beauty to make money online. The owners of Ubers, they are sleeping in their house right now. But they've created a structure that pays them even while they are sleeping. While the drivers are busy with are busy using their commercial vehicles to pick people everywhere now. So if Uber even if Uber is getting 1 naira, the owners of Ubers are getting 1 naira, they are made for the rest of their life. So ask yourself, where do I belong and what do I want to do? Do I want to monetize my skills or do I want to monetize someone else's skill? What do I want to do? Do I really understand the business of a skill? How do I begin to walk in line with this fact. These are the things, these are the questions that you should ponder your mind about. What are those things that drive me? What are those things that can easily help me out? Business is a key. Monetization is a key. Everything around the world today is monetized. I don't get to blame anybody. The reason why so many people are poor around the world today is not because life is tough. Life will continue to be tough, and life will be tougher. The reason why 1,000,000 people are poor in the world, or millions of people are poor in the world today, is because these folks don't understand how to monetize their skills, their expertise. I am not saying this because I am in the first world country. I'm not saying this because I'm in a tier 1 country or something. I'm saying this because it is the fact. Monetization does not respect where you are. It doesn't respect where you are. So begin to prepare your mind. Begin to ask yourself, where do I want to be in the nearest future? If I want to be wealthy, am I doing what will make me wealthy? Am I on that path? If I'm not on that path, what should I do? Where will I meet those who will trigger my life to stay on that path? It is very, very necessary. What will help me grow? What's that one thing that will project my mind towards my goal? It is important you ask yourself. It is very necessary. Life will not give you what you deserve. Life will give you what you invest in it. Life will only trade what you invest in it with you. So understand this fact. You can say nobody deserves to be rich. Everybody work hard to be rich. Everybody invests into it to get wealthy. What is it? If you want to be one thing, what's the culture of the rich? What do they do? Where will I find it? Begin to ask yourself and start walking towards your dream. The owners of Fiverr, they are sleeping in their houses. The owners of ClickBank are sleeping in their houses. I'm one of the co-founders of depme.co.uk. What we simply do is that we created a platform. We drive so much traffic to this platform. And what people do is that we want content creators to create courses, ebooks, audiobooks, apps, games, and upload them on this website. And we've got affiliate marketers who will promote this service. While we are sleeping in our houses or in our homes, the content creator is busy creating content to display on the website. And he displays website, I get commission for every purchase made. What is that thing you are creating for yourself that will pay you while you are sleeping? What is that thing that you've created? What is that business that you've created for yourself that at your old age will be paying you. There are two things that God has given to us to make wealth with: our mental strength and our physical strength. Both, at some point of your life, both are going to fade away. So what are you doing with your mental strength? If you use your physical strength so much and ignore your mental strength, it will tell. So you are required to use both, or both. You're required to use both your physical and your mental strength to create a model or a business model that even while you are asleep, while you are old, will still pay you. I know a lot of you know Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant invested so much in a company in the UX in 2019 or so, or 2018. 2019 or early 2019 or thereabout. Or is it 2019 or 2018 or thereabout? 2018, 2019, that was when he invested in a company. Years later, the shares of the company boosted up. You know what happened? Kobe Bryant is so rich right now. Though he's late, but his family will benefit from what he has done. So what is that thing? What is that thing do you want to work all your life? Are you planning on working all your life? If that's your plan, good. But what gives financial freedom is when you start thinking what to do, or what business can you invest in? What online business will you invest in that will keep paying you even while you are asleep? Even while you are asleep. What platform, what are you working on that will keep paying you even while you are asleep? Even while you are old, this thing will keep paying you. The channel will keep paying you. These are the things that you should start thinking about. These are the things you should start doing. There should be